We have one more award to give out.
He's sleeping.
After everything we've done so far this night, we still have one more award to give out. It is for the Fuel Efficient Hybrid of the Year. And as some of you may know, last year that award went to me. It is pretty obvious that this year was not going to be my year, with injuries and everything aside. As much as I'd love to be nominated, I prefer that I'm not nominated for this. Because to qualify for the Fuel Efficient Hybrid of the Year, you had to have done everything in your power to bust your ass for those 3 letters that we believe in so much, the HWA.
Yeah!
You have to give your blood, your sweat, your tears. You win matches, you win championships, you do everything in your power to be the best. And there's only a few people this year that even have a chance to say that they were the best, the Fuel Efficient Hybrid of the Year. The rest is up to you, the YouTube audience. With that being said, folks, the nominees for the 2012 Fuel Efficient Hybrid of the Year are...
But this is a different game. This is a singles game.
You got the bad luck of the draw. It's damn real.
You got hardcore!
I shine brighter than everyone else.
And there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Folks, the nominees for the Fuel Efficient Hybrid of the Year. But before I open this envelope and I announce the winner, I have something to say to the CCW because I've kept quiet all night. Now I've had to listen to them come out here and run their mouths. Yes, you won the awards. There's nothing I can do about this. But as far as I'm concerned, you didn't deserve them. After everything that we've been through this year, the CCW doesn't deserve anything they have. Whether it's the titles, whether it's the Bumpies, whether it's the co-ownership, and I'm sick and tired of this. It's finally time to end this. And in F the Mayans, Jimmy Jack Daniels, I want you to join me in the middle of that bass because there will be another show. And we're going to end this once and for all. It's HWA or die as far as I'm concerned. I will say, if a CCW guy did win this, I'm going to be very disappointed with some voters. The winner of the Fuel Efficient Hybrid of the Year, Genocide!
HWA!
The floor is is yours.
And the anus is mine. Yeah. This is neat.
Neat. Pretty. Read them out. Jensen. Read. Yeah! Yeah! You're my hero. You're my hero. I love you. Okay.
This is this is definitely something that that I am honored to have. Our low budget and all. But whatever. I mean, I busted my ass pretty hard this season, but I'm not the only one. There are, I don't know, 19, 20 other guys, both on screen, off screen, that bust their ass just as hard as I do. I just so happen to get lucky, I guess. So, what I'd like to go ahead and do is, I know it's already been done, but without the rest of you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. And well, consider this breaking the fourth wall. So I want everyone on the roster and off the roster that has anything to do with HWA and come out here, join me right now. Because honestly, I think we all won this.
WTF.
Yep.
It's cool. It's
Everyone.
cool. We got.
Come on.
You get it.
Come
You
on.
get it. Help camera guy out.
No fucks. Let's go.
No
Every
fucks.
single one of you. So, we've got extremely talented people all standing out here. We've got recluses like myself. We've got, you know, show-offs. We've got
Fuck that is.
we've got the odd. We've got the insane. We've got the mad. We've got the sexy. We've got the unknown. We've got everything. We have the gambit of talent. And well, next season, it's gonna be a lot more of the same. But what do you say we kick next season off
With a bang?
Yeah, with a huge fucking bang.
I agree.
Yeah? Yeah.
Let's do it! Woo!
What was
Is that? Wait,
He arrives.
the motherfucker's here.
Where the hell have you been?
Are you a zombie? Wait,
You're fat. Get
is
the
this the
fuck.
beginning of the zombie apocalypse?
back to your seats? Oh, boy.
All of you.
Assholes.
This is a seat. 5 minutes of pain.
Skeeter's angry. Skeeter's angry.
Skeeter's angry.
gotta hear this.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the second ever Fuel Efficient Bumper Wars.
The fuck away. He straight up pulled a knife on him. Oh my god.
Oh, wait, troubles.
I'm scared.
Charlie Skeeter.
Oh.
You just dropped me off here 2 short moments ago. Quite frankly, I'm not good at words. Really? Quite frankly, I don't know what I'm doing here. Some guy just from behind, I really couldn't tell because it's dark out, tackled me to the ground. More than most of the time, I'm inclined to just, you know, simply tear this guy's balls off. Even though I've had my share of fights before, not many, but I'm not good, I'm not a fighter, I'm more a lover. But not many people understand that because I keep my life to myself. But this guy pretty much told me, you're supposed to be the host of this low-rate award show. Hey. And I, clueless as ever, wondered to myself, well, what is this award show? What am I supposed to be the host of? Because I haven't been in town in 5 months. And this guy said, well, it's called Bumpies. And I said, the Bumpies? What about the Bumpies? An award show for porn stars? An award show for bumper cars? And he said, no. It's a bunch of wrestlers handing out awards, celebrating the best moments of the last fiscal year. Of course, he said a lot of other things. He spoke fast, sounded quite Puerto Rican, so I couldn't understand all of what he said. He gave me a ride here, and quite frankly, I still don't know what is going on. Yeah. See, it's hard to figure out what the hell's going on when you've been away from urban life for 5 months. I went through a pretty severe breakup, September 25th. Can't believe I remember the date. I spent 3.5, close to about 4 years with the greatest woman who ever laid her hands on me, who ever treated me special. Something that my family never ever did for me growing up, because they were a bunch of loners themselves. They pampered me. They didn't teach me shit. I spent 3.5 years thinking this would be the rest of my life. And my mind's kind of blurry, but there's It was a place like this a couple of years ago on Halloween. A bunch of us, say maybe 20, 30 people, wearing costumes, drinking, partying the life away. We all had fun, and then, again, my mind's being blurry. Something happened involving a couple of guys and a broken wild turkey bottle. I didn't go to the party with my girlfriend. I was there to shoot a music video with a good friend of mine. A man with an inspiring career, a man that some people might not understand. But I went to this party with me to shoot a music video, and it almost turned into turmoil. And I go home, I get picked up roughly 2:30 in the morning, and I find myself staying up for the next 2 hours trying to explain to my girlfriend what happened. And the first response she told me about this was, "You don't deserve to party with these people. The next time you party with these people, you're going to go with me, because you're not adult enough to handle yourself. You're not mature enough to handle yourself around a bunch of drunk sickos."
No fucks.
And Jeff,
I'm glad.
back to me now. I've been for wrestling. Product that I've loved for about 13, 14 years or so. I moved away from an opportunity to potentially go to Canada or any other university to finish off perhaps the greatest 4 years a guy could ever have. A guy like me who's gone through so much, who didn't give a shit about anybody growing up through high school, through elementary school. A guy that's lost 2 of his grandparents, who he called mom and dad. The guy who thought he was on top of the world. And I sold out. I sold out to a bunch of hatchet jangling thugs who called themselves Bumpies. I wrote a column in the newspaper after season 1 happened, giving these guys all the free publicity in the world. Now I'll tell you what, I wasn't motivated by myself to do this. I was on the right team on the Times. I was looking for stories that could maybe change the world, because that's where I come from. I'm a writer first and foremost. I'm probably the best damn thing going today, even though I haven't written much in a while. call without HWA. Singing their praises, giving them every chance in the world. When last season, season 2 came around, I gave them every chance in the world. I gave them an opening. I gave them a potential fan base to come around. And they did. Like I said, I can't give all the credit for it. Madman, WK. He was kind of bad 2 years ago. He kind of cheered up. He told me, motivated me, I should say. I don't know quotes. He told me, no, you should write a column about us. You should write a column about your very best friends. The only friends you'll ever have in your life. I suppose I can give some of the credit, but they'll take it themselves. He seems to hop on everybody's credit train. He seems to hop on. He seems to take credit for just about everything in this company. I gave in to men who call themselves brothers to each other. And that is, to me, the first and last time I ever let a hatchet and a clown influence me in any. One more thing. I never thought I'd say this about juggalos. No, I respect everything. I respect your way of life, as you call it. I don't think you're a gang at all. I never believe you're a gang.
That's right.
Well, I got the Barlow for the FBI.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'm not going to claim here, sit here, and be a big old ICP fan. I'm not going to say all that stuff, but your message to me is simply mixed. Because I hear things like family, people sticking together for what they believe in. After pose, all that other slang. And then I hear things, song lyrics, anthems almost, cries for help. Like, mass murder makes me happy.
Dead bodies make me happy.
Dead bodies
Make me horny.
So, if that's the case, had my biological dad not left me, and left my mom to be alone nearly to the verge of not raising me, and she had to abort me, would she be considered a juggalo?
No.
What?
Can you repeat that?
Rationality. I love it.
Your outlook is totally wrong there, Skeeter.
It's okay.
Brilliant.
Everybody has the right to an opinion.
I love this guy's logic. What?
For those of you who think
Let's see,
I'm wrong, you want to question me about something, one, I've got my weapon. If you want to test me. Two, I got 22 minutes to my birthday. You want to fuck with me? When it's supposed to be the happiest day of my life, and I get sent down here to sing the praises of a bunch of unworthy scums that I find myself having to work with, have tried to work with for the past year and a half.
Unworthy scums.
You know, I find it funny. 1 year ago, at the Bumpies, I get awarded with a golden toilet seat. A golden toilet seat. The only time in history that I should have maybe thought there was a double meaning to it, because ever since I got that toilet seat, back on January 14th, go figure, within 6 months, writing your precious little column, singing your worthless little praises, you got shut down. You let the inmates ruin the asylum instead of run it. You had Jake Paparella bring a fucking taser to the backyard and almost cost the entire fucking season after the almost in the middle of the first show. You had 2 rainouts when we had a drought. Go fucking figure, mother. And to top it all, you had CCW. Bitches.
I love you, CCW.
Faggot. Something about CCW. I was in CCW.
What? True story.
5 fucking years ago. Madman WK, oh good old Madman.
Very good.
I got a lot of things to say about him, but I'm going to save it for another time because I won't be done after this.
Get him.
Plus I'm tired of all you peons. Madman introduced me to Chaotic Championship Wrestling. This was about 2 years after I had wrestled a little bit myself. I couldn't tell you I'm not the greatest wrestler in the world, so I decided to find my voice in other places.
That's not nice.
And I wanted to be the announcer, the lead play-by-play man. Before there was ever a soon-to-be award-winning syndicated columnist, before I even ever graduated high school, I wanted to be the voice of CCW. I wanted to turn a bunch of potheads around, a bunch of chaotics, I guess you'd call them now. I wanted to turn their fortunes around because they needed someone with talent. But instead of granting me my wish of being their voice, I ended up being their ref. Senior ref, Skeet Dino. I only did 2 shows. I knew from the first show that it wasn't going to work. I knew from the moment, the day after Thanksgiving, I went to the Total Wreck because there was a meeting, quite frankly, at the Total Wreck, and I think I've written about this before in a column, about the Total Wreck trying to bring wrestling back to Streeter. I went to this meeting at CCW, and I'm going to name drop because I can, because it's my birthday. Jim Cashmere and Will Price, years before they were considered crooks, for what they did stealing money from a charity to pay off a house. They wanted to bring CCW to the Total Wreck to replace Powerhouse Wrestling. Another fraud. I hate to burst out the irony card, but the Total Wreck wanted to play host to a Total Wreck. Yeah. I knew walking out of there that any of my good ideas I would send to them, or any of the good ideas that anybody at that meeting had, wouldn't come to fruition. You want to know what the last gasp was? WrestleMania 25, instead of my good friend Madman WK, who I'd known for 15, 16 years of my life, decided not to come to my usual WrestleMania hangout. But instead, well, the greatest match perhaps of all time, The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, happened. He was at CCW's Puff Pass and Snort Party. Hey now, I resent that. That was when I drew the line, and you know who the hell I spent WrestleMania weekend with? The bitch who I thought I would spend the rest of my life with. It was Jesus.
I still love you, Skater.
Just my fucking ass. Don't test me.
What?
I don't want none of the night. No.
I could go on and on, but you know what? I'm turning 23 tomorrow. I'd rather be alive than dead, you know. That's what CCW tells you. You're either with us or you're dead. But I'll tell you something right now. I spent 5 months away thinking that everybody involved, who I thought I could trust with all my heart, who I thought I'd earned their respect, and in the confusing choice of prize, I earned the tidy bowl instead. I thought I maybe earned their respect enough to kind of be friends with them and kind of hang out and just see them as close comrades. No. I'm certainly not a chaotic. I'm starting to certainly think I'm not a hybrid. I don't bump everything. And I'm certainly not going to see myself dead by the end of the night, or any night, because I'm my own person now. No fat, obnoxious sluts running in my way.
I hear that.
From what I hear, no elder statesmen, no referees, certainly no Captain Jack Foster. No boring, tireless gimmicks and matches, and no dickless commentators who don't like to show their faces. Hey, who need someone to help them out. I'm through with putting up with all your shit. This year I'm going to take control. This year I'm going to be my own man. This year, I think things are going to look up for me.
What?
Let me went to Bloomer.